All right. It is time to rebuild the 2025 Memphis Grizzlies. They've lost to the Thunder in the playoffs as the 8th seed, but slightly heartbreaking because they were up by like 30 points in the game 3. And then Ja Morant went up for an insane dunk and hurt his hip really bad. So he's sadly sustained another injury. Aside from that, they got Jaren, who is pretty good this season. Desmond Bane with his long wingspan. Zach Edey's tall. Scottie Pippen with a Y, even though I think his father actually spells the name wrong as far as I remember. Anyways, that's another rabbit hole to go down. And this dude Yuki's down here. Shout out to him. They also, which slightly went under the radar, but not really, fired their head coach Taylor Jenkins, and then like a week later, the Nuggets fired their coach Mike Malone. And Taylor Jenkins was one of the latest coach firings you could ever see, but then Mike Malone came about and was a longer tenured coach. But I already fired their replacement and signed Jacob Underwood, you know, my guy. So he's here now. And he's got the grit and grind system. Shout out to Tony Allen, Marc Gasol, Zach Randolph, Mike Conley, Brandon Wright. So I already simulated the lottery because they didn't have a pick, and well, they don't have a first round pick at all. All right, so I think the only trade I'm making this offseason is trading Vince Williams to the Thunder for a 21st pick and a 2nd round pick. Ironically, the team that beat us. This is the highest pick I get for this dude. That isn't including anything else. And the only reason I actually like him, I low-key had him on my fantasy team last year when he was playing more. But this team actually has a lot of like just depth in general already. And I don't think it's the worst like team in the world. I kind of want this team under my supervision for 1 year. I don't want to just start trading players that might be decent just cause like they don't have players I dislike, honestly. And also too, there's no route where this team is gonna have a lot of money in free agency because they already have 3 guys on big body contract. So that's not my focus either. I won't lie though, I'm about to try and add this dude in and get some more picks from them. You know what? I added in their 15th pick as well as next year's Utah's pick, and then they threw in this one. And all they want is John Conchar and Brandon Clark for it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Get that damn Utah pick again. It's a ritual. So now we got 2 first-round picks, which I actually did want to make a main focus here. Nothing too crazy. Just they did pretty good with their picks last year. I mean, they got Edey and they got Wells, who both started like the entire year. I don't know how much I actually like watching Zach Edey play. Sometimes Zach Edey, when I watch him, feels like you're watching the kid who was super tall in like the 8th grade that didn't have hand-eye coordination yet, except he just never grew out of it. And granted, I would expect that for a lot of 7-foot people in life. The Pelicans trade the 6th pick for De'Aaron Fox, but I feel like Fox gets traded every single time in these. And the 9th pick for Andrew Wiggins. The Spurs trade another pick for AJ Green. Shout out to AJ Green, real hooper. And it's our pick. I honestly wasn't watching the draft as anything went by. And by the way, even with trading Brandon Wright, we still got like why did I say Brandon Wright? Brandon Clark. We still got Jay Huff, who's shout out to him. He really likes doing reverse 2-handed dunks. That's all I remember from him this season, and he can shoot the ball. Like, they still have depth almost everywhere. I want this dude GG Jackson to play this year. He was injured for a lot of this year in real life. That being said, I've drafted this dude like 8 times. Shout out to Asad Newell. But yeah, I mean, this is the obvious pick. He's the highest ranked. He's 18 years old, and he's a big man, which we just traded. So I'm gonna take him here at 15. I've taken him before in like the top 10. So Paul George gets traded for the 17th pick in the draft to the Wolves. Off the bench, I'm gonna draft this dude Igor Demir. I feel like I trade for him a lot in these videos. Usually gets pretty good. But not only that, we could use another like ball handler off the bench maybe, and he has small forward / point guard. He's like a big guard. We're gonna take him here, 21. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, I'm fine with this. 58th pick, I'll take Mark Sears from Alabama. Thought it was gonna be a wash, but he's not bad. So there's the draft. 2 74s and a 72. Will either any of them play this year? I don't know. I'm not gonna force it. So our main free agent out here is Santi Aldama. We're gonna try and re-sign him. He's cool. We actually do surprisingly have cap room. We have $23 million in cap. I didn't mean to go to LeBron. Let's go to someone with a minimum, right? As you can see on the right side, $23 million in cap room. All right, I went out and finesse free agency. Low key, this is top tier. Like, I don't know the last time I finessed it like this, because so for one, I got Quentin Grimes on a 4-year front-loaded contract from the Sixers. They did not match this. I gave him like $1 million more per year, I guess, per the first year than he wanted, and they didn't match it. So yeah, I kind of like that they don't match contracts a lot anymore, but at least when you give him a little bit too much. Granted, this isn't probably way more than he's gonna get in real life, but in the game, I guess it is. And then someone who before Grimes even I saw, and I was like, I felt like he would fit this team pretty well, just as I don't know, maybe a sense of normalcy. I don't know, basketball normalcy. Chris Paul. And you might see, oh, why the hell did you give him a 2-year deal? He's gonna retire anyways. It doesn't matter. I just felt like doing it. Screw it. Give him a couple extra dollars for no reason that he's not gonna get. And lastly, I signed Clint Capella, right? And I got Capella because this team, one of their biggest things they always struggle with is rebounding. Well, specifically Jaren Jackson. So hey, if we get a backup big, or maybe even if it's the start of Edey sucks, who knows? We could at least still rebound. I'll take it. Kind of fits that Steven Adams mold without being Steven Adams. Anyways, lastly, because I signed all 3 of these guys during the whatchamacallit, the moratorium period, and nobody offered Santi Aldama during that time, I was able to keep his qualifying offer and then go sign him anyways, even after free. So we got Aldama back. That was the only main free agent. The only other guy that was out there was Luke Kennard, I think. And also shout out to Yuki, but 2K always does this BS, and Yuki don't like me anymore, so he's gonna go spread his wings elsewhere, or maybe I don't know who the hell's gonna sign a 66, so you might have to go somewhere else. And that is 15 players on the dot, so we are done here. I just signed a few 2-way contracts for the hell of it, and yeah, there you go. Here, honorary first thing I gotta do, give Quentin Grimes a jump shot that is not his own. Look at that. I just went random on this, just entirely random, and look at how easy it was to not give him that garbage that he has. Now we did get Grimes, and he's probably gonna have to start next to Bane, obviously, because you know, big signing, good dude. But Wells went up by 3 overall, so there's many options of the team, and also too, maybe even the option to quickly make a star trade if it presents itself and feels right. Shoot, even maybe use that. Chris Paul went down obviously in overall, but and low-key he doesn't have to play if we don't need him to play, but maybe use that $5 million Chris Paul contract. Who knows? I think though my approach with this, we're actually going to start this season running an 11-man rotation, because the Grizzlies like to play a lot of players in real life historically, but I also think it's more valid than ever right now. This rotation is incredibly good, and they've actually got Edie as 6-man, but you know what, that too, I'm just gonna honestly put it on automated before games. Let Coach Underwood handle it. I don't give a damn. Not that I don't care, but he got it. You know what, hey, look at that. You know, we could go to balance and be better, but I'm gonna leave on grit and grind. Screw it, it's the culture at this point. Maybe it's time for a culture change, maybe, although I don't think that was the problem. We've still lost every game since I just changed it to balance. So all right, well, you know what, let's start talking. Let's stop wasting time. Okay, it's January 9th and we're on pace. We're slated to yet again, until like 2 seconds ago, basically be the 8th seed again. We're under 500. This is not really a good season so far, which is kind of insane. I mean, Ja's playing very well. He's averaging 21 and 7. Grimes is averaging 17, which that's kind of crazy, because he definitely isn't shooting the ball any more than, as you could see, yeah, he's shooting the ball less than Bane and a little bit more than Jaren, I guess. Jaren's averaging only 13 a game with 5 rebounds, and Bane's averaging 16 on just 42% and 35 from 3, whereas Grimes is shooting 42 from 3. Clint's doing his job. He's getting 9 boards, and he has started more games than Edie, funnily enough, but they're both playing well. Santi Aldama is stinking it up though. He's shooting 38% from the field, and I kind of thought about this when I signed him. I'm like, I feel like this archetype doesn't really work in 2K. Like the more fundamental, not gonna go up and grab every board or dunk on you big man. I feel like you want the big man that's super simple. And Chris Paul is also kind of stinking it up. He is, granted it's Chris Paul, so he's probably passing the ball pretty well, but he's shooting under 40% from the field. If we look at what players are actually hurting us though, in terms of estimated stats, advanced stats, whatever, Jaren Jackson is the worst, and it's really Ja and Grimes leading the way with Clint Capella. All right, don't ask me how this is being pulled off, but it is. Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama, Chris Paul, and 2 first-round picks to the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, for Zion Williamson, Yves Missy, and Keon Brooks Jr. Hey, call it in. Call at him. Welcome to the team, Zion, the former teammate, I think in like AAU, was it, with Ja? They're both from like South Carolina, North Carolina, something like that. Now, I'm going to explain my actual diagnosis, why I went about doing this. Well, for one, we have an instant problem, which is that I just finessed Yves Missy out of them, but that gives us 3 big body centers. Now, I know Clint has been very positively affecting us, but if I do have to trade him, I will, or we could just make Yves play the damn backup power forward, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe, I don't know. We're obviously honing in on being a rim attacking group, but Zion at 24 points per game over there in New Orleans, which he's only playing like 2 minutes more than Jaren even was, and he's averaging 13 more points or something like that. So if you remember from looking at the stats statistically, we're not a bad defensive team, and granted, I know Jaren probably helped that at least a little bit, since, you know, he's like a DPOI and all that stuff, but we are a really bad offensive team, 21st best in the league. If we have a Zion and Ja pick and roll, can you imagine how dangerous this should be and will be? And as you can see, low-key, these offers aren't really that good. Shout out to Chris Paul, he's out here. But the Celtics are offering us Clint Capella, Jay Huff, and Keon Brooks for Peyton Pritchard and Kada, or Nemius Kada, whatever the hell his name is. So Peyton Pritchard, the 6th man of the year, recently awarded, is now our 6th man. So now the team looks like Ja, Grimes, Bane, Zion, and Zach Edey. We're gonna need a great team defensive system because we are a bit odd, but hey, whatever. We got hoopers: Peyton Pritchard, Yves Missy, Jalen Wells, Scottie Pippen Jr., GG Jackson. I'm gonna cut it off there for now, and that's gonna be the rotation. And I'm gonna load up on the starters minutes, at least the big 4, so you can call it, for the time being, because we do gotta lock in and try and get a playoff spot. I mean, we got Zion for now, so there's not much else we can do. I'm just gonna go past the trade deadline. Shea wins MVP, Josh Giddey 6th man of the year with the Spurs, Scoot Henderson most improved, and Mark Daigneault coach of the year with 71 wins, by the way. We had no All-NBA players. Also, you know what I just remembered now is that as we actually improved well enough to have the 5th 5th seed and clinch a playoff spot. 48-34. I think we made the trade. We were 5 or 6 games under 500. So this is an incredible second half of the season. We're 8-2 in our last 10, and we're going to be playing the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie and AD in the first. I think Kyrie should still be there. Yeah, he's right there. And the other thing I totally forgot is that we have the Utah pick, and they are the worst team in the league. They also traded for RJ Barrett. But yeah, I mean, team looked to have played well at this point. Ja and Zion added like 30 wins to the team alone. Also, this is insanely random, but I wanted to check why Josh Giddey didn't start any games, and it's because the Spurs just decided to start Jose Alvarado over him. Game 1 in Dallas, and we're gonna win this one by 20 points almost. Ja with 26, Kyrie same. Game 2, 6-point loss. Kyrie and AD combined for like, what is this, 70 points almost. And Grimes and Scottie Pippen Jr. led us in scoring. Zion shot 16 free throws, and him and Ja overall just were not good in this game though. We lose another game. Kyrie with 42 and 12. Seems like inevitably he just has more will to, I don't know, put up big numbers. And we just lost another. I was simcasting this and I thought we were fine. Kyrie dropped 53 and we lost. And we also, my stupid self always clicks off the simcast. We lost on a game winner. So we were down 3-1 in the first round, just like that. All right, if they hit a shot here, I promise I'll jump in. But I was trying to see. Okay, okay, Desmond Bane just got fouled. You know what? Screw it. Let him go to the line. All right, it's a tied game. We have the ball with 14 seconds to go, and the season's on the line. Ja Morant, game on in his hands. 10 seconds to go. Ja, 6 seconds. ISO and Kyrie at the top of the key. He'll go to the rim. He'll go to the layup. He gets blocked. AD with the rebound. No timeouts. He misses the full court shot, and it's overtime. In a series, we're already down 3-1. Just saw Jake LaRavia was on the court, former Grizzly, and we are getting absolutely torched so far in this OT. Although now, I believe Zach Edey. Oh, never mind. We just have the ball. Okay, that worked. 40 seconds to go, down by 3 points. Season on the line. Gonna be passed into the free throw line. Desmond Bane with the ball against it. Looks like that's LaRavia. He's gonna go at him. He's not really, his moves were absolutely horrendous right there. And Zion's trying to cook AD. That's not gonna work. But Zach Edey, big body self, misses the damn layup. Oh my goodness. Well, we have lost in the first round off of that, and Kyrie was absolutely torching us. 45 from him again. The entire series basically was just won by Kyrie in 5 games. Here's our team stats, you know, 20 a game from Zion, 18 from Ja, 44%. Also, it's doing this glitch again where it's showing that people are playing way more games than they have. As a matter of fact, here you go. Kyrie, 41 points in this series per game, and AD averaged 23 and 11 on 57% as well. The Mavs are going to go to the finals against the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, 40 a game in the conference, and they lost to the Mavs. Funnily enough, Chris Paul actually did not retire, but Alec Burks did. And we have the #1 odds in the lottery. Honestly, I'm just going to skip it. I don't feel like waiting a million years. Let's see. And it fell to 3. I'll allow it. That's fine. Thunder get #1 and 4 despite winning 70 games. Good thing we took the damn Utah pick because they were about to have 3 of the top 4. All right, we have made a very simple trade with the Portland Trail Blazers. We have given up Quentin Grimes, Neemias Queta, and a 2nd-round pick for Denny Avdia. Shout out to the Jamal Murray for Kawhi Leonard trade. Why this is okay. Reason being is we now have Denny Avdia, a versatile, much bigger player, because obviously even with Zion's 6'6", and we traded Jackson, right? So now we get Avdia, who's more of a big wing defender, versatile all-around dude. And Grimes was very effective for us early on in the season, but eventually Bane overtook him in terms of value and ended up shooting better throughout the season and averaging more points and everything. So we're gonna move Avdia to the small forward. He goes up to an 89. It also says his next position is a shooting guard. I'm gonna make him play power forward more so though. So he's now pretty damn good overall wise. And then Bane will go back to the 2, obviously. That aside, we could exercise and see what we could do with this 3rd pick if we want to trade it, but might just keep it, see what happens another year. We did play very well the second half of the season. I might not overstate the loss. Oh, and also while Zion does average 8 boards a game, which is like 3 more than Jaren ever did, Avdia also averages 8 boards a game himself. So we got the rebounds pretty covered. Then we got Edey as well and Missy. Also, funnily enough, Avdia is one of the only players in the league that's already on one of those front-loaded contracts that I love. Shout out to the Wizards. They got him on one of these before they traded him. Oh, I don't actually know if this is the first video I made since the news with Elijah Arenas. But yeah, shout out to him. Hope he gets well soon. That was crazy. That was one of them like news drops that I sat there and looked at the phone for like 3 minutes. I'm like, damn, I don't know if y'all don't know. Basically, he got into a car accident, like a single car accident. He drove into I don't know what happened, but it was 5 a.m. He drew. Who cares? All that matters is ended up, I think he went unconscious in the car from the smoke, and then someone broke him out and he went to the hospital and they put him in a coma, all types of stuff. But supposedly he's doing decent or all right so far, considering. But that's crazy though. Oh wow. OKC trades the 1st pick for Şengün and Dylan Brooks, and AJ DeBonsta goes to the Rockets instead. That, I don't know the last time I saw the 1st pick get traded. Cam Boozer to the Magic. And here we are, third. You know what? Yeah, we're just going to keep it simple. This dude, Darren Peterson, could be real nice for us, actually. This is probably the, I guess, aside from DeBonsa, because he's just better and plays the same type of position. But Scotty's good. Pritchard's good, obviously. But if we had to replace anybody off the bench, I guess it could be GG as well. But I would say either him or Pippen would be the most replaceable in terms of like draft money. And the reason why I decided to keep the pick is because we have like 13 players on roster. So we could just do this, you know, we could just get it over with, just take them, just keep it pushing. And we also have a second round pick. So that'll probably be our last roster spot. I'll just get this one as well. Oh, easy money. Kai and Anthony, welcome. And yeah, 2 picks. Ja and Zion will both re-sign. They both, Ja want a bag though, but screw it, I guess. You better outplay Kyrie the next time we play though. I don't know how Peyton Pritchard only wants this amount of money, but even with the sliders I use, it doesn't. Which, by the way, if anyone's real and anyone actually has an attention span, people always ask what sliders do I use. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, this is BS, this is OD, but like, just these ratings just make them expect less money. And you might be like, that's crazy. But if everyone expects less money, then we're just kind of at like a baseline where whatever. But also too, if you don't do that, the league breaks. And you know how long sometimes these rebuilds take? The leagues break insanely. It's not my fault the game is flawed. Because for example, you'll get into like year 5, right? And everyone runs out of cap space, and all of a sudden a random team in the league has Jaren Jackson on their roster for $2 million because he had to get money somewhere. Or, you know, low-key, if that actually happened to the NBA, they'd probably start going to China, like just or the Euro League or something, but like a lot more frequently, not just the star. Anyways, maybe that's a what if. We're generally going to sign nobody except for some 2-way contracts because we already have 15 players on the roster. I actually did have the MLE. I could have finessed cheese, done some BS, but who cares? So we got Zion, Ja, Bane. Edie went up by 3 overalls. Missy went up by 3 overalls. So did GG Jackson. And also, he's currently listed as a power forward still, which we do need him as, so it's going to stay there. But if I made him a small forward, it'd be even better. Jalen Wells went up by just 1, but that's fine. He's an 82, so who cares? The 2 rookies from last year looking good. I love how that picture on the side is still Bruno Caboclo. It's been like 5 years. We're just going to run the same rotation again, 10 man with the same 10 dudes as last year. Not only that, I did just turn it to automatic because I want to see, well, last year I had to super load up on the minutes for the main guys because it was nearing the end of the season and we were going to miss the playoffs. So this year, don't got to worry about that much. As you can see, we're off to a much better start. We got what's his name, Darren Peterson on that what's it called deal. Matter of fact, actually wanted to see some. We're 19-5, which is currently first in the conference, so I'm definitely not going to change anything. And a lot of the times rookies will be like super inefficient, even if they will be effective. But speaking of inefficient, Pritchard actually is currently, but he'll probably pick it back up though. And yeah, team is playing well so far overall. But I just want to say, if I probably changed Peterson to a small forward, yeah, he might make the rotation if I do that, because he would be almost the same overall as Scottie Pippen, but whatever, who cares? They actually, who'd they send to the G League? I don't know. They sent someone. Chris Paul is still out here getting traded in 2026. That is true. I've never seen Shea in free agency. He just signed an extension. That is true. I feel like you see everybody else. Oh, we sent Kai and Anthony to the G League. That's who it was on the main roster. I was trying to figure it out. First of all, we are 41-9 at the trade deadline. We're obviously not changing anything, doing anything because yeah, whatever is going on over here is working. The Denny Avdia, I think this was a good trade as well. He's averaging 5 assists, which wasn't even something I thought about, even though he was last year as well. But he's averaging damn near 10 less points. He is shooting worse, but doesn't matter. He's playing an elite role, I guess. And we also got a low key. We're actually not shooting that well as a team, like Wells, Pritchard, but I guess it's only 2 or 3 players. Somehow Peterson's taking wins from us, even though he doesn't play. But yeah, here we go. Team's looking good. Edie averaging 14 a game with 9 boards. GG Jackson's playing incredibly well off the bench. 12 a game off the bench. I don't know what the hell got into him, but he's been better than Pritchard this season. He's our real 6-man. Actually, wait, he might be the 6-man. I'm about to say actually Missy is. But yeah, nonetheless, doesn't matter to me. I just saw a play on Twitter of Damian Lillard locking up Tyrese yesterday in the game between the Bucks and the Pacers, and it is so funny because Dame was out there. Look, I'm about to pull the clip up for you. I know it's low quality, but look at Dame on this play. Watch how he guards Tyrese after the switch. This is Drew, whatever the hell his middle name is, Holiday. Drew with a J Holiday is reincarnated on this play in a Bucks jersey, because I don't know what the hell that was. Also, that Boston-Orlando game was really good. Shout out to them. Orlando stole that game. Cade Cunningham was MVP, averaging 36, 7, and 7 a game. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper, 6-man. Victor, DPOI. Derek Queen, Most Improved. And Cade, Clutch Player of the Year. Jacob Underwood, Coach of the Year. We don't need any of them other awards. We just need the Coach of the Year. We had no defense, no players on anything. Even our 3rd overall pick didn't make a rookie team because we didn't play him. But 68 wins was better than everybody by at least 9 wins. Spurs were 2nd. They're actually starting Giddey this year. They also got Vooch. What the hell is this? And they have Malik Beasley and Norman Powell. And Aaron Wiggins, this dude, they stocked up. They're a pretty good team. I'll give them that. But we're going to play somehow OKC. What are we doing? How is this possible? They got Şengün. They re-signed Chet and J-Dub. They still got Case and Wallace. They got Dylan Brooks, Brandon Clark, Toppich, all these young dudes they drafted. Elijah Arenas, Russell Westbrook, and he's not wearing his number, and he's not playing. Oh, they're about to beat us. They have the most insane, thoughtful run of all time. Look, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. We actually won. They had Russell Westbrook on the team. I'm supposed to believe I'm gonna win. Like, just chilling there on the bench. That is the most like OKC energy boost thing ever. Russ is just there. Anyways, second round, Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Julie. It's just the same. It's just the Wolves. They're always the same. They never really change in this game. And we are gonna win in 4 games. And the conference finals, and this is the real opponent, the Spurs. Scary team. Ooh. We're definitely better in the wing department, but almost everywhere else they've got well, and also Ja, yeah. But at least we got Edie tall body stuff on Victor, and yeah, he didn't really do a good job in this game. We did a good job on everybody else, I guess. And Zion was just going up on Victor. I feel like Zion, I wish he was at like his peak, because imagine the odd matchup that is Zion versus Victor. Like, how would Zion, I want to see him attack Victor like every play down the court, that type of thing. Anyways, it is, what is this, game 1, game 2, up 1-0, Josh Giddey with the ball, and we are up by 1 currently. They're gonna pass it on to Victor, and somehow he's guarded by Zion, and he gets his own board and goes back up with it. Okay, that I didn't sign up for. I don't know why the hell. I think Victor's at the 4 right now. Yeah, Vooch is in the game at the 5. That's just cheating. And well, we're about to see it right now, Victor and Zion. Anyways, Ja with the ball. Ja's gonna pull a 3, and that is good. 2-point lead for Mr. Morant. Victor is running the ball up the court, and he's gonna go at the, yeah, what the hell are we supposed to do about that? Maybe throw 6 defenders at him? Demetrius back up the other way against Josh Giddey. Ja to the corner. Somehow Bane got wide open, and he bricked the shot. 30 seconds to go. Giddey back up the other way. Joshua is going to tween the legs a few times to the post. Hand off to Victor. Victor with a, what the hell am I looking at? All right, well, now we're going to look at this. Hold on. This is like a Wilt Chamberlain move. And what the hell was Zion supposed to do about that? No timeouts for us. We're going to dribble up the ball. Josh Giddey guarding Ja. Game 2 on the line. He's going to go at him. He's going to get to the rim. He gets fouled. Is that a flagrant? No, I guess. Ja, the first one is good. And Edie subs back in, thankfully. Also, Victor's back at center. And Ja, the second one is also good. Spurs will take a timeout and try and hit a game winner. Now I'm you know, happy to have Edie on Victor, especially if it's a post-up play. Hopefully it doesn't get fried too bad. Victor gets the, oh, here we go. Never mind. Zach Edie on the perimeter. It's over. 7 seconds. The screen by Keldon Johnson. Edie running with him. Oh my goodness. Victor just runs right by him. We have no timeouts. The game is over. Ja, full court heave. It's over. We lost. Thank you very much, Memphis. Just notice Zach Edie has tattoos. I'm going to remove them. He doesn't deserve them. Sorry, Zach Edey. 42 from Victor. Yeah, he's doing whatever he wants. 1-1 series, and we are getting absolutely smoked, but somehow coming back, but still somehow getting smoked. Yeah, Victor was only 14 and 14, and we still lost. Zion is injured. What are we doing? How did he possibly get? Keeps insisting that 808s and Heartbreaks is Kanye's best album, is still able to reluctantly play in the next game. He was injured in practice. I forgot I even had injuries on. How did we just end up in OT? I thought, oh God. Norman Powell, 3-point shot made at the buzzer off the Malik Beasley assist. All right, it's 1:20 to go. I'm jumping in. Edie pass in, handoff. Bane getting bullied. Pass back out to Zion with the damn injury. Oh, Bane, that's a good shot. There you go. I'll take anything that's an open shot, even if it was a deep 2. Peyton Pritchard's in the game. Oh yeah, foul outs are on too. Did Ja foul out? Yep. Zion has a damn cut on the head. What could you possibly? He's just, how is that possibly affecting you this much? What did he do in practice? Oh my goodness, Zach Edey. What the hell is 2-point lead for the Spurs? And the screen, what's his name? Bane's gonna take the ball. And you know what? Edey does the same thing back to Victor, I guess. Screw it. Good thing we haven't subbed him out. And Victor's gonna take the ball up like a point guard. You know what? You'd have to just run zone against this at this point, because he can't guard it. Then who's gonna, you know, if you put a smaller, I don't even know what to do at this point. Anyways, and Victor's gonna get fouled. Anyways, Victor with the line. The first one is good, and the second one is good. No timeouts for either team, by the way, with 35 seconds to go. Desmond Bane back up the other way again, and Bane's gonna ISO. Oh, this is horrendous. I don't know what I'm watching. Bane to the rim. He gets blocked, but yeah, let's try again. Matter of fact, just hand him the ball. I don't want to see another possession of this. Pass in the Big Z over to Bane. Bane again to the rim. He gets fouled and blocked and everything. Screw it, I guess. Bane at the line. The first one is good, and Bane, the second one, is also good. Victor with the game in his hands yet again, and Zach Edey on him, dribbling the ball up from the top of the key. And 12 seconds to go. Victor goes right. Why is he pressing up so high? Oh God. Step back. Screw it. 4 seconds. Victor to the rim. Victor, the block by Edey. Finally, we got something. I don't know what I expect, but screw it. It's maybe need that. That's cool. The pass is going to be into, it's Victor in the corner for the game. He missed it. I don't know if I want to see another quarter of this. Oh God. It's a Desmond Bain ISOs and then Victor torturing Zach Edey. Spare me 2K Simcast. The Spurs won. They're going to win. They won. 6. Victor had 55. I don't want to say anything else. We're down 3-1 in the series to this big Frenchman, and we are about to lose another game. Zach Edey might have to be, it might have to be over, dog. 56 seconds to go. Ja just hit a shot. You know what? I'm not going to jump in because we probably have a better chance of stopping them. Oh, Edey fouls, of course. Okay, we got the ball on some BS with 18 seconds to go, down by 3. Here we go. Let's see. Eves Missy. What is this lineup, by the way? We have 2 bigs and Zion, so 3 bigs. And then Ja, and then Ja pulls a 3. Screw it. He missed it. He missed it. Series over. The Spurs are going to the finals. We lost. We lost. GG Jackson led the game in scoring. Yep. Grizzlies have been eliminated. Victor and Cade make the finals and the Spurs win it, unsurprisingly. Here's our playoff stats. Ja far and away led in points and assists. Desmond Bain was some pretty relative garbage. 38% from the field. And Jalen Wells also, which he also started a game somehow, but he was also garbage. Yeah, we might make some like more like I think the Avdia move was good, but the question is there any more moves like that? Kelly-O retired. You know, the Jazz have made up for whatever the hell happened with them losing their pick, because now they have the top 2 maybe. We don't have any up there, and guess what, both of their picks dropped down the most they possibly could. That's really sad. I just want to mention that the Rockets signed Luka, and then they also still have Jalen Green, Amen Thompson, and it says right there they also have AJ DeBonsta, and he's untouchable. Well, yeah, because they traded Sengun for him. This team is actually insane, and they only won 38 games. Okay, we have traded very easily, honestly, to the Phoenix Suns Desmond Bain, Peyton Pritchard, and 1 first-round pick, and in return, welcome to the Grizzlies. I will say it almost feels overdone, but honestly a necessary talent, considering that our system so far has been get to the damn basket with Ja and Zion, and we saw in those 3 seconds where Bain was the leading ball handler when Ja was fouled out of that Spurs game, that he does not have that capability like someone like Devin Booker would have, who we're going to take out of the hell that has become Phoenix, which that happens in every single rebuild because of what Matt Ishbia has done to that state or city or whatever. I guess all parties involved. And Devin Booker, and you know, one thing that was positive about Bain was that he was making like $45 million, so that made it pretty easy to get this trade done, because all I had to do was add Pritchard's $10 million contract, and now we can re-sign Booker, who was making $60 million this year at a much more decent rate, but who really cares about the money? Oh, we got a good big 3 now, and then obviously the rest of the starting lineup will stay the same. And I will say, actually, my original intent, I went and looked through this and I tried to trade for Jason Tatum, because you can see right here he's not untouchable for some reason. I will say though, I mean, I do think in terms of like quick get into a bucket just like off a little screen or some, Booker might be a better fit for this team, since we already have a few ball dominant guys, just play style wise, offensively at least. But there was a point in time for Tatum where I offered Bain. I also offered our last year number 3 pick Darren Peterson, who obviously will have a much bigger role this season considering that trade that we just made. I'd offered Peterson, Pippen, Pritchard, and Bain and picks, and they did not accept that trade, for the record. And then I actually also offered Avdia and Bain and some other stuff, and they still didn't accept for Tatum, even though he's not untouchable right now. So this is what we eventually ended up with. Another few players that I would have thought about trading, but currently their options are not accepted. Which I low-key could have just went past the draft, because we don't really have that great of picks anyways. But I definitely was considering trading Jalen Wells. He hasn't really done too much so far yet. Like, he's okay, but for an 83, I feel like we can do better, or at least packaging him for whatever. But now that we made that trade already, I don't know, he might be safe. And then Edey also has a team option, so does Missy, so they're both currently you know, anyways, we're just gonna draft this dude Darius Adams in the second or the first round, and then this guy. I don't really care, honestly. Actually, I'll be honest with you right now, that second round pick is not gonna make it to the main roster. I'm probably just gonna trade him. We do have to re-sign GG Jackson. He wants 16 a year, but he was playing really well last year, so I think I'm just gonna give it to him day one. I really want to play our younger players, well, him included, but like the other guys that we've drafted along the way. So I'm just gonna sign him. I'm not looking at signing anybody else, just him. So here's the team currently. Peterson went up by 7 overalls. I also did make him a small forward at some point, I think, when I was trying to trade him, and the rest of the guys did what they had to do, I guess, so far. Funnily enough, I actually re-signed Mark Sears, but he did not get better at all. So you know what, we'll give him to the Suns. Screw it. We get the pick back that we just traded for Booker. That sounds fine. All right, so obviously Ja, Booker, and Zion gonna be getting minutes, but then after that, Peterson's getting 27 a game off the bench. He has yet to even really play an NBA game technically, at least with full minutes. He has 1 assist and no points. Wait, is he really like played like 1 game? Oh, he's played 8. But he's the 6th man this year. We're gonna see how he does off the bench. And also just to start this year, I've given Jalen Wells' spot to our former rookie, now in his 3rd year, also yet to really play, Igor Demir. We're just gonna see how it goes. I'm just kind of testing stuff. I don't think Nuella's got good enough to play yet. I mean, he could definitely play, but smartest thing would probably be to still trade a few of those guys for like even more stacked bench players, but they could just chill down there for now. All right, we're at the deadline. We're 37-11, just behind the Spurs. First thing to note, the dude Igor has been pretty decent so far as the 10th man in the rotation. After that though, Ja, Zion, Booker, everyone's playing good. I mean, we have like the 2nd most wins in the league. So what do you expect? This year we have the 3rd best offense after the Celtics, Wizards, and Grizzlies. Oh, they got Trae Young. This is actually a very good team. Trae Young and Sarr on the Wizards instead of the Hawks. Look at this rotation. Nah, we gonna appreciate this. Trae Young, Bilal, Cooper Flag, Jeremy Sohan, and Alexander Sarr with a bench of Simons, Bub Carrington, Josh Hart, Kawhi Leonard, and Jalen Smith. And then our defense is a bit lagging behind, but not bad enough to where like we couldn't hang. But the Spurs do have insane. The Spurs have Jimmy Butler now. Old man Jimmy, he's 38. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna put Wells back in the rotation. I know we've been good with what's his name with the other dude, but I didn't realize Wells was our best perimeter defender. So we might as well give some minutes to the dude that can provide that stuff. Also, Gigi Jackson, 15 a game off the bench, even better than last year. I also forgot to do this earlier, but it's time to re-sign Devin Booker. You're not leaving us, bucko. Victor wins MVP. Tyron Stokes, rookie of the year. Peterson wins 6th man of the year. Okay. Thought Gigi was playing even better, but that worked. And coach of the year is Jacob Underwood, 65 wins. So Grizzlies obviously locked in. 65 wins, 4 games better than the Spurs. First round playing the Kings. This should be easy, right? DeMontis Sabonis and Jabari Smith, and that's like it. They won the 2nd game, by the way. They won the next game after that. Oh my God. 1-6. All right, playing the Mavericks again. Older Kyrie and AD. We go up 3-1 and 4-1. I'll take it. In the conference finals against Oklahoma City. Casey Wallace, Sengun. They beat the Spurs in 7 games by 13 points. And they're the 6th seed somehow again. First game, we're going to win by like 20. Ja with 26, Booker with 20, and Zion with 19 and 10. Shea just 13. 20-point win in the next game. Ja with 30 and 17. And Shea had 44, and we still won by that much. We won another one by 3 points, and I mean that's 3-0. I would imagine. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, there you go. Ja Morant, conference MVP. Cade, conference MVP. Finals, playing the Pistons. They got Asar, Ron Duran, and Isaiah Harwell. Game 1 was very close, but trust me, I was monitoring it to try and jump in. But we lost by 2, and it was not on a game winner. It just kind of walked us down. Game 2, we lost. You know, game 1 at home, but 2nd game. Oh my God! No, you saw that. That was insane. They just had like the whole comeback within the last minute of the game, and hopefully we can. Okay, Thompson hit 2 free throws, and now we're up by just 2 with 40 seconds to go. Why does it say 2 OT? Is it really 2 OT? I don't think it's. Is it? When did it? I don't know what's going on. Doesn't matter. Who really knows what's going on? D-Book at number 2. I kind of like that. That's a cool. Doesn't he wear number 1 in Phoenix? Shout out to D-Book though. I saw that video recently. That video truly warmed my heart. Shout out to Eves Missy with the layup. Thank you. That gives us a 4-point lead with 34 seconds to go. But yeah, I saw the video of D-Book. He stopped by some kid's lemonade stand in Phoenix. Shout out to or whatever he was, Phoenix, Arizona, outside the city, inside, whatever. But Phoenix just looks like otherworldly. Like, well, I've been to Vegas, and it's weird because Vegas, like you go in from the airport, but like it's a whole city, but outside of it is just like mountains and stuff. But Phoenix, I don't know, just that whole concept, that whole area of the country is like odd. Like, I don't know, I can't process it. Anyways, Thompson with the ball, trying to go at Abdia. He's gonna get blocked. I think that was by Peterson is in the game, actually. I think Ja might have fouled out and Peterson stood in the game right there at PG, actually. And yeah, we're gonna win this 2nd game off of that block. So nice. He actually missed the 2nd free throw. Let's see if they got anything to say. Cade also fouled out. I mean, it is 2 OT, and DeAndre Hunter's trying to cook. Zion is clamping him up. You know that's a bad thing when Zion's clamping you up. And Harwell pulls up the deep midi. It's off, and that's gonna be game. They can foul all they want. Win by 3 points. D-Book with 35. Next game, by the way, yeah, D-Book is looking like, as this game a little more quiet from him, but 32 from Zion, 22 and 10 from Ja in the win. Cade just 14. But yeah, it looks like D-Book is definitely filling that role that we kind of need, as Edie just put up a career high 28 points on 11 for 14 shooting, 10 boards. Screw it, we're down by 3 or 1 minutes to go. I'm gonna jump in, see if we can finish this out in Memphis. Might be our last opportunity to do so, because if we do anything else, we're gonna be back here for a damn game 7. That wouldn't really be ideal, would it? Once again, oh my goodness, what the hell? It was tipped by Abdia and picked up still. Cade trying to get to the rim. We'll go to the post, the low post, and that is off. Rebound by, wow, Cade got it, and then he hits that. That was an insane BS 2K rebound. D-Book back up the other way. We'll call a timeout. Well, down by 5 with 50 seconds to go. Peterson actually has the ball in his hands. He's at the top of the key with it. He'll go to the rim. He gets stuck. Back out to Edie. Edie in the low post. They're going to double him, actually. Back out to Peterson. We did not take advantage of the double at all. He don't got that Jokic vision. Peterson steps back in the mid-range, and that is off, and that might be game. Yeah, it will be. We lost by 2 eventually. 31-10 from Zion, and Ja was fouled out again. We are down by 1 with 105 to go. They've outscored us by 12 in the fourth quarter. Passing to Cade. 1 minute to go, and Cade will get the screen from Pirtle. Edie might have to step up here. He gets the block. Cade gave it right to him, basically, and Ja running the break. Ja Morant's all the way. 1 point lead for the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know who that Harwell dude is, but he can't stop Demetrius. 48 seconds to go. Back up the other way. Cade Cunningham. Is his name really Cade? Probably. I just wanted to say, like, you know, his other name like Demetrius. Anyways, Hunter for the mid-range. That is good. 37 seconds left, and they take the lead by 1 again. It was a deep midi. Remember that. Oh my goodness. D-Book pulls it for the 3, and that is great clock management as well, even if he was to miss. But instead, they were up by 2. The Grizzlies. Remember, who was it? Was it Marv Albert when he was like super old in the bubble, and he kept saying, "Oh, for 3," and he'd be like, actually, it was a long 2, and the dude was like in the paint. He did that like 85 times. Thompson will pass the ball in 2. Looks like Harwell now with the ball down 2. 22 seconds. He's gonna take it for himself. Oh, back out to Thompson. Where's Cade at in this play? He's in the corner. Oh, there's some screens off the ball for Cade. He goes to the basket on Ja. He pump fakes it back out to Holland for the 3, and that is good. Cade utilized the double, and Ron Holland with the rookie 2K jumper hits the shot, and the Grizzlies down by 1 with 9 seconds to go. We're gonna pass the ball into, it's Booker. Devin, this is what we got you here for. D-Book, what's the foul? Illegal screen? Where? What did Zach Edey set a screen even? Hold on. Camera messing up all types of stuff. Did Edey even set a screen? Oh no, and they called that. It's been Zach Edey, man. 6 seconds to go, and we do not have a timeout. We're gonna have to foul here, and Detroit is very likely to force a game 7 right now. Let's see, can Ja get a steal? Nope. Cade will go to the line. Cade hits the first. Still 5 seconds. Will he hit the second? Yep, but no timeouts. The pass is gonna be into Ja. 4 seconds. Ja, he passed it up to Abdia. He'll pull the shot, and it is off. At least they got a shot, but damn, I wish D-Book was up the court. Well, yeah, he was 6 for 11 from 3 in this game, and Abdia was 1 for 2. 3-3, and we are on the verge of blowing a 3-1 potentially. But hey, potentially Detroit gonna be heading right back home after this game without a championship, because we are up by 30 points with 14 seconds to go. Hey, Detroit, let me get that ball real quick. Yeah, go ahead, Hunter. Huge shot. You guys need it. You'll need this shot real quick. Oh, I hate you. Yeah, there we go, Hunter. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Edie, what a stop. Up to Adia. One more. Booker from the pull-up. Oh, he bricked it. Well, we won by 30 points. Game 7, winner go home in Memphis. Shout out, there's this one dude on TikTok I be seeing sometimes that'll pop up. It's this dude that has like courtside season tickets at all the Grizzlies games, and he'll just talk trash to the players. Shout out to you. I know he'd be excited. If you have season tickets, do you have to re-buy them for the playoffs, or do you just get them by default? Probably get them by default, I would assume. Or maybe, I don't know. Actually, it is a money business. Anyways, maybe buy them in advance. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, Denny Avdia holding up the championship trophy, and Zion, it looks like, won finals MVP. Okay. I mean, we haven't won many awards, so although I think Ja won the conference MVP. Yeah, we haven't like won enough awards for like to know who would actually win. But I mean, hey, Zion did just have 27 on 10 for 11 shooting. Let's see if he actually won it though. Zion, yeah, 23, 6 and 6 with 2 steals and 2 blocks, 66 from the field and 100 from 3. Probably shot one of them though. D-Book also averaged 23 and 6, and Ja just, I mean, 19 and 8. That's, yeah, you could have picked one of them out of a hat basically for this series. But Zion, it looked like, also stepped it up defensively. He low-key had better defense than even Jaren Jackson, maybe, who knows, at least in this series. And yeah, honestly, I feel like seeing if we're gonna repeat. Screw it, so let's do it. Hakom Dadiet retired. This is a bit of a buzzkill. We actually lost Denny Avdia in free agency. I don't even know where he went, but he signed with the Warriors. We lost him. All right, well, next season, obviously our starting three is going to be Darren Peterson. He's going to take that leap, I guess, in the starting five because we don't have anybody. I mean, we could start GG or Jalen Wells, but he's obviously best suited. And then probably got to play Wells and Igor off the bench now. I didn't even really stress over signing free agents though. I trust our guys that we have to step up. So we're just going to run the same 10-man rotation. And honestly, I'm going to turn it on automatic. That wasn't my plan in the first place, but that Denny thing just threw me off. It's actually pretty funny. So if it's not obvious enough, I mean, I'm recording this before this Grizzlies actually lost the series. And I only say that because it just got announced. I'm recording this the morning of game 4 for them, but also, you know, the other games are on. And Tyler Hero and Darius Garland have been talking trash to each other recently about basically who plays less defense. Garland said they attack Hero, and then Hero said, hey, you don't play defense either. As by the way, the Grizzlies were doing just fine. But it was funny because Garland sat out of the next game. They just said he's out. Anyways, we're first in the conference. We're doing just fine. Yeah, team looks good to me. Shoot. Wells has even started 14 games and he's averaging 14 points, which is pretty impressive. It's far and away the most he's averaged in his career. Granted, he is playing the most and he's 87 overall now. Victor wins MVP again. This dude, rookie of the year, all of you. Screw all of you. Jacob Underwood, coach of the year. Ja Morant actually made all NBA second team this year. This is the first time in a while, I feel like. Memphis, first seed playing against Dallas. They got a Kyrie, Andrew Wiggins, Deuce McBride, and the rest. Second round, Oklahoma City, because we beat that other team in 5. And same old, still got Sengun out there. Crazy that this team isn't better because we just beat them in 4. Just feels like they should be unstoppable. Anyways, speaking of unstoppable, maybe the Spurs. Pascal's there now. But we are up 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. Blew the damn lead. Can we finish it out? Okay, just don't do no BS, 2K, please. It's like 3 seconds left. Thank you. Ja, whatever, we win. Pascal, sorry. Ja, Western MVP, 29 a game. Giannis on the East. Damn, the Bucks got good at... Wait. Oh, no, he lost. Okay. Well, the Magic are here, and I saw Paolo left years ago. He went to the Lakers, but they have Franz now with Cameron Boozer, Jackson Hayes, Taj Ariza, and Anthony Black. We're not losing, right? We're just not going to lose this series. Yeah. It's 2-2. Maybe I lied. The tied game with 39 seconds to go. Pass into Ariza, Ariza to Wagner, Wagner back out to Ament, back out to Franz, Franz to the basket, Franz, the floater is off, rebound by Peterson. He's guarding a dude much taller than him, so that's great defense. And Black, speaking of actually, Anthony is much taller than Ja, or at least it seems like it. Anyways, Ja trying to cook him on the top of the keys. Is definitely elusive though, and Ja's gonna get to the rim, the floater. Oh my goodness. Ja is one of the greatest BS shot hitters ever though. 14 seconds to go. We are up by 2. 14 seconds. Franz with the ball against Peterson. Huge assignment for him, and Franz with the layup plus the foul. And we do have a timeout. Will he make the free throw? What a finish. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Franz at the line. The free throw is good. And we are down by 1 in a pivotal 2-2 game 5. Passing to Ja. Ja, 3 seconds. Ja, he's gonna pull it up and it is off. We lose another heartbreaker. 1-point loss. Denny could have definitely guarded that damn shot, but we win the next game. Just an end-to-end win, 20 points, and the defense was locked in. Game 7 in Memphis. We are down by 1 with 53 seconds to go. I don't know who has the ball or anything like that. Don't care. Just need to win basketball. Cam Boozer's gonna pass the ball in. It's gonna be into Jalen Suggs in the backcourt. Suggs coming off the bench for this team, but now though, oh my goodness, just kind of barreled his way to the rim and got to the foul line, and Orlando could go up by 3 here. Suggs misses the first. Never mind, they won't be. Could they go up by 2 though? Suggs, the second one, that one is good. We do not have a timeout, by the way, for future reference. 50 seconds to go. Win or go home. Ja Morant, game in his hands. Everyone seems to be out here for the most part, except for maybe Anthony Black. And the screen and the pass down. It is nearly stolen by Suggs. Ja picks it back up, back out to Booker. Booker's gonna isolate, go to the rim, bully layup. It's off. Booker gets his own board and goes back up. What a fight from both teams. And Booker at the line. The free throw is good. First one. Once again though, 30 seconds to go. So even if he hits this or misses this, they don't have the last shot. He will make it. And Orlando takes their last time out, which is kind of a dumb decision. Orlando, they're gonna give it to Franz again. Franz to the rim. Franz, the layup is good again. And 25 seconds to go. No timeouts. What is about to unfold? Can we become a dynasty, a back-to-back championship team? Are we worthy? Ja Morant to the rim. Ja, he's still going. Ja will put up a garbage floater. We ain't worthy of nothing. Cam Boozer at the line. Boozer, the first one is off. Son of Carlos. No free throws. Passed down. Carlos did used to, have a damn crazy shot, a crazy release on his shot. Anyways, pass over Zion. Don't shoot no damn 3. Now Peterson's gonna shoot it. Wait, he goes to a go-to shot. Oh my God, he went to a mid-range and he missed it. Oh my God. Well, you know what? We had to run it back and we lost, and screw it. I'll give it one more year. I'm sorry. I have to say, so I accidentally let Underwood go because his contract expired. Right at the beginning of the next season, I fired the coach. I want to hire a new one. I've never seen this before. Diego Cabello has politely declined your offer. Would you he declined. I mean, like, also too, he doesn't have a job. Okay, whatever. Screw it. This guy, all reliable. Well, we actually made it back to the finals. I wasn't sure if we were going to. We were the 2nd seed and we're the 5th seed for like half the season. We're also playing Cooper Flag's Wizards, this team that I revered years ago, although they lost Trae Young, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's on the bench. Who knows? He's not on the bench. This team is insanely good though. What the hell is going on with this team? They have Bam on the bench. Bilal is also on the bench, and Sabonis. He's old now though, I guess. They also got Kuzma back. They're up 3-1, but I'm not sure if I'm mad about it. We lost in 6. Respect. Well, you know what? We were the 04 Pistons. Gotta love it. Anyways, it's been real. It's been fun, but ain't real fun. Shout out to Chris Tucker, and I'm gonna get the hell up and out of here.